So you want to become a tattoo artist here in the state of New Mexico. So that means you're probably trying to apply for an apprenticeship. So real quick, just the requirements to become an apprentice and then a tattoo artist in New Mexico means you have to enter into an apprentice-sponsor relationship. So you have to find a tattoo artist that has 5+ years experience here in the state of New Mexico, that has had a valid tattoo artist license with no disciplinary action. And you have to enter into a licensed agreement that the sponsor is going to create a curriculum for you. That curriculum has to be sent to the state and approved, and then you enter into this licensed relationship. The sponsor will get a sponsor license, the apprentice will get an apprentice license, and then that'll need to be renewed every year until the apprenticeship is completed. Now, the apprenticeship, like minimum hours required, is 1,400 hours here in the state of New Mexico, but that's really minimal. Right? Most tattoo apprenticeships, a good one, is going to last you anywhere from 2 to 5 years. It really depends on you. Now, that's a lot of work on the sponsor side. And the sponsor has to create a curriculum, and then they have to make the time to then take you through this curriculum and ensure that you've learned all these pieces before you can then work to become a professional tattoo artist. Because once that's completed, like once you've gone through that tattoo apprenticeship curriculum and your sponsor is signed off, then you submit that to the state, and then the state will then approve you to take a state exam, right? Once you complete that state exam, then you get your tattoo artist licensed, which it does need to be attached with a licensed establishment. So that's a lot of stuff, right? And the reason why I'm sharing with you is because many have entered into these apprenticeships, but don't go through any of these processes. And then when you're completed with your apprenticeship, you're basically left without a license. And if something happens partway through an apprenticeship and the sponsor no longer wants to keep that apprentice, then all that education is void, right? There's no documentation of it without being in a legitimate licensed apprentice and sponsor relationship. So if you're watching this video, you're thinking, oh, cool, sweet. Can I come in and start apprenticing? It's not that easy. Yes, tattooing's awesome, but it isn't just drawing pictures on people, right? A good apprenticeship will teach you how to manage a business, right? How to manage a tattoo studio specifically, how to navigate customer relationship, how to pay your taxes, how to market yourself, how to have a successful career. Because if that's not coming in your apprenticeship, then you're not being taught everything you need to know to succeed. The best way to get into a tattoo shop apprenticeship isn't just walking in and asking for an apprenticeship. It's coming in and asking for an opportunity to be around the staff, be around the studio, to build relationships first. You got to get to know us. We got to get to know you. It's a relationship built. And at that point, you may find a tattoo artist is willing to take you on. The best, most efficient way to really get your foot in the door is to apply for a counter position. Here in Archetype, we call it the client liaison position, where basically you're sitting in the front. You're greeting all the clients that come in. But there's a lot of other tasks that come along with that, like answering the phones, responding to emails, doing the shop cleanup, doing things like running errands and making sure we have the supplies. That may seem like menial tasks, but these are all the processes you need to know how to run a tattoo shop. So it's the greatest way to honestly get your feet wet, to see if the tattoo career is for you, and also for you to really build those relationships that could lead to an apprenticeship. So if you can agree with this information, that you find it useful and you are still interested, now you can go ahead and contact us about setting up a consultation or a time to sit down and talk about becoming an apprentice. But if any of this sounds like you can't do it, thank you for stopping by and hope you have a great day.